Hey guys, this is Mr. A Crizzy here, and today I'm gonna be doing a movie review, and today it's on an Illumination movie or sequel from 2013, and that is Despicable Me 2. Now the plot of this movie is where it takes place after the events of the first Despicable Me movie, where Gru, played by Steve Carell, where Gru is no longer a supervillain anymore, where he's no longer a villain, where he's kind of like a father now who has where you got Agnes, Edith, and Margot, and and so, but of course Gru's skills are still needed because one day he comes across this girl named Lucy Wilde, played by Kristen Wiig, who basically takes him away, and then she basically tells him that there's someone out there who works at this mall, and of course they have to figure out who this bad guy is, and of course this bad guy has a dangerous serum, and so Lucy and Gru have to figure out who he really is, like who the bad guy really is, and they have to do whatever they can to stop him, and yeah. So, so that's pretty much the plot of Despicable Me 2. Yeah, and you can just tell me in the comments below the name of the bad guy, of course, because I already know that's gonna happen. But yeah, so what do I think of it? Honestly, I kind of like Despicable Me 2. I think it's actually a pretty good sequel in my opinion. Yeah. Like I do remember watching this movie like at my personal best friend Tyler's house, and for what it is, it's kind of not that bad in my opinion. I think it's a pretty good sequel to Despicable Me from 2010, and I thought the animation's pretty good from what you expect from Illumination when it comes to their sequels and movies. Yeah, and the voice acting is still really good as well. Like Steve Carell does a really great job as Gru once again, and of course Kristen Wiig as Lucy Wilde. Kristen Wiig does great, and of course Miranda Cosgrove as Margot. She does really good. Oh yeah, and of course Benjamin Bratt's in this movie too. Yeah, Benjamin Bratt. Yeah, and I thought he did good as the bad guy, and even when this movie was in production, they at first Al Pacino was supposed to be in this movie, but then he was replaced by Benjamin Bratt. Yeah. Yeah, but of course, and the minions are still pretty great and funny characters like the regular minion ones. But in this movie, you got different color versions of minions, where you got the purple version of the minions, where because and speaking of that, there's like one part in this movie which I couldn't stand at all. Like it's that scream sound effect where the purple one of the purple minions breaks into Gru's house with the three girls in there, like Margot, Edith, and Agnes. And then of course the purple minion basically eats the fluffy unicorn, like where the purple minion eats Agnes's fluffy unicorn, and it causes her to scream really loud and very long, and Margot was covering her ears. Yeah, I feel the same way too, because I just couldn't stand that scream sound. Like I just couldn't stand Agnes's scream, because no wonder I've actually seen YouTubers make crossover videos on YouTube involving other characters screaming and reacting to Agnes's scream. It's kind of similar to how the other cartoon characters from other movies and TV shows and cartoons react and scream at the MGM logo, which I already got over my fear of the MGM logo, as well as other characters screaming at the THX logo, and not counting the ones from Over the Hedge where Spike the little porcupine says "uh-oh." Yeah, and not even RJ and Vern hearing the deep note, but because that doesn't count in some of those THX crossover videos, but yeah, so the main thing is that I've actually seen YouTubers make crossover videos of other characters screaming and reacting to Agnes's loud scream. And of course, not only when Margot was covering her covering her ears, but Agnes's loud long scream causes things to break. Yeah. But oh well. Yeah, other than that, Despicable Me 2 is still a pretty good sequel, and I still think the first Despicable Me, I still think the first movie is the best one out of all of them from 2010. I still think the first movie is the best one out of all of them. But other than that, Despicable Me 2 is a pretty good sequel. So overall, this sequel was pretty good, and I'm gonna give Despicable Me 2 4 out of 5 stars. That's my best rating. And if you haven't seen Despicable Me 2 yet, and if you're a fan of these types of movies, if you're a fan of Illumination, then I say give it a watch. I recommend it. So there you have it, guys. That's going to be it for my movie review on Despicable Me 2. And so that's going to be it for this video. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching. And this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying goodbye, everybody, and that's about it.